The story continued. Jaekyung asked if he's been with a man before. He was panicked. Should he say that he have? Should I have to tell you that? He asked. Well, I supposed it doesn't actually matter. Still, given how easily you seem to reach this decision, he said, while pinning him and plopped down to the bed. He wondered if he might be pretty experienced. Jaekyung said, Right, okay, I should say that I've done this before, while in his thoughts. Yes, Dan said. Well, no need for him to go easy on him, Jaekyung said. He was scared. He suggested if it's better for him to take shower first since he went from the Barbie place. He's making an excuse, which makes Jaekyung upset. He was scared of what's going to happen to him. He took a shower an hour now. He had a doubt. Should he just go out there and say he can't do it after all? He wondered how did he ended up on that situation. Thinking of what happened to him before, he was scared. Jaekyung barged into the shower room. You've been here for an hour, which makes him startled. Jaekyung grabbed his hand and plopped him down. There's no way he can do it. Thinking of what happened that guy, what could happen to him then. Keep testing my patience and I'll smash your head, Jaekyung said. He was trembling and was forced by him. Early in the morning, Jaekyung woken up and got up to take a shower while Dan was still sleeping. After the shower, he was in a good condition because of that thing last night, spraying cologne, and went to the kitchen to drink a glass of fresh milk. He came back to his room. He thinks Dan was still there, but he's nothing to be found. He's sneaking out from that place. He hopes this will be the last meeting, that guy. Joo Jaekyung. Just like that, another win. Today's match was truly one for the book. A clean KO from Jaekyung out his opponent with a front kick. Jaekyung looked like he was in a peak condition today, and he did no disappoint. His coach was so happy of his fight today, and he was on the mode drinking a bottle of water. The coach wondered if did he do something special a day before his fight because he was in a good condition today and his training was different from the usual. Would he only give a smirk? Oh, I just tried a little something new, he answered. This is exactly what he's looking for. He tried all kinds of variation up until now, but none of them have ever put the zone like this. He told Hung to make this new physical therapy his private physio. Hung was amazed. He hired many different physical therapy before, but not to his liking till this new one showed up. He was happy to hear that from Jaekyung. At the gym, everyone was at their practicing session. Why do he look so gloomy today? Others wondered what's happened to him. His last match was so incredible, but now why has he looked so pissed? He's been like that all day, just staring at his phone. He kept on calling him many times, but Dan didn't answer. He barged into the room. He asked Hung if Dan returned his calls, but still no appeals. Jaekyung asked Hung 1,000,000 times. Hung sent him a contract and stuff on Messenger, but he hasn't replied yet, but it says he's read it. It's been a week since he sent those contract. He wondered why he's not contacting yet. They made him a good offer. How long will he wait? Maybe he doesn't like the job, or maybe he just didn't like something last time, Coach said. At this point he could have just blocked us, he added, which makes him speechless. Blocked us? Blocked me? He was flustered. Just give it up. At this point he's definitely blocked him, the guy said. He was so mad. How dare he did that? He was in rage. The scene cut to Dan's apartment. His phone was buzzing where it seems like he had drunk. When he saw who the caller is, he immediately declined it. His head hurts. It's been a week, but he just keep on calling him. He was annoyed. He was in his apartment the whole week since that living nightmare. He was so mad at himself for being a fool. He used the pain as an excuse to take too much time off. He have to get back to work. The worse an experience is, the faster you need to move on. His back hurts. Even if it hurts, he can't afford to feel bad about this. He don't have the time or the money. At the hospital, he visited his grandmother, which it makes her happy to see him being there. You shouldn't have come. I know how busy you are. You need to get your rest. He was there to see her, and he also miss her. Just like before, she treated him like a little boy, she insisted, which makes him happy to think his grandma is with him in the examination room. The latest round of chemotherapy has not been as successful as we'd hoped, and the patient's tumor remains more or less the same size. It seems likely that the cancer has grown somewhat resistant to treatment, doctor said. the doctor suggesting that maybe they might try a different tack altogether. There was a new medicine that's just completed the trial phase and been approved for the doctors. A new medicine, he asked. Yes, and in my opinion, I think it's the best hope for your grandmother, and it's quite expensive. The overall cost of treatment might double or even triple. Doctor said, if they're not trying to apply that new medicine, then they have nothing to do about her condition, which makes him even more worried for the health of his grandma. What he gonna do now? Where could he find that triple amounts? Thinking of what the doctor says. How does everything keep on getting worse and worse? His struggles are one thing, but he just really wanted to spare his grandma any pain. There's nothing he can do for her, but he just had a call from Joo Jaekyung thinking of those loan sharks keep on appearing since he's still a kid till now. He has nothing else to do. Even if the nightmare gets worse, he's already at rock bottom. Jaekyung always pissed off. Every call he made was useless. The doorbell rings. He wondered who could it be. He saw in the monitor it's Dan.